Hello, bienvenidos. My name is Rico, el teacher bilingüe. Today, we're reading a nice story that will help you improve your English. But before we start, what do you think the story will be about? Option A: Overcoming alienation and loneliness. Option B: Overcoming fear to people and animals. Option C: Overcoming bad relationships and betrayal. Let's get started. Alex and Whiskers. In a busy city, where tall buildings scraped the sky and people hurried along the streets lost in their own worlds, there lived a man named Alex. Alex was an ordinary person, but he felt like he didn't quite belong in the fast-paced, anonymous sea of faces that surrounded him every day. He was experiencing a deep sense of alienation and disconnection, both physically and emotionally. Every morning, Alex would wake up, go to work, interact minimally with his colleagues, and return home to his small, lonely apartment. He spent his evenings sitting by the window, watching the city lights flicker and fade into the night. Despite being surrounded by thousands of people, he felt extremely alone. One cold evening, as Alex was walking home, he noticed a small, scruffy cat sitting on a doorstep. Its fur was a patchwork of colors, and its eyes gleamed with a mixture of curiosity and caution. Something about the way the cat stared at him pulled Alex's heartstrings. He crouched down and extended a hand, hoping to offer some companionship, even if it was just to a stray cat. To his surprise, the cat didn't run away. Instead, it cautiously approached him, sniffed his hand, and then rubbed its head against his palm. In that moment, a connection was made, a silent understanding between two lost souls. Alex scooped the cat into his arms, and they walked home together. From that day on, everything changed for Alex. The cat, which he named Whiskers, became his constant companion. Whiskers didn't judge Alex. He didn't care about his past or his flaws. He simply offered his warm presence, a soft purr, and gentle nudges of affection. With Whiskers by his side, Alex started to feel a sense of belonging he had never experienced before. As the days turned into weeks, Alex and Whiskers explored the city together. They visited parks, enjoyed sunsets, and even ventured into crowded markets. With Whiskers by his side, Alex felt a newfound confidence. People noticed the change in him, the way his eyes sparkled with a glimmer of happiness or the way he smiled at strangers passing by. One day, while sitting in a cafe with Whiskers curled up in his lap, Alex started a conversation with a friendly stranger. They talked about books, movies, and life in the city. For the first time in years, Alex felt a genuine connection with another human being. He realized that he was not alone in his struggles. There were others who felt the same way he did. Inspired by this newfound friendship, Alex started reaching out to more people. He joined clubs, attended social events, and volunteered at local charities. With Whiskers as his faithful sidekick, he became an active part of the community, helping others who, like him, had once felt alienated and disconnected. In the process, Alex learned a valuable lesson, that sometimes all it takes is a small, furry friend to bridge the gap between loneliness and belonging. Whiskers had not just changed Alex's life, he had transformed him. Through the unconditional love of a cat, Alex found the courage to break free from his isolation and embraced the world with open arms. And so, in a city that had once seemed cold and unwelcoming, Alex and Whiskers discovered the warmth of friendship and the joy of connection. Together, they proved that even in the middle of alienation and loneliness, love and companionship could bloom, turning the ordinary into something extraordinary. So, there you have it, amigos. I hope you liked today's story. So, going back to our first question, the story was about option A, overcoming alienation and loneliness. I hope you enjoyed our story today. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't forget to keep practicing with me, one video at a time. Hey, thanks for watching. Adios.